Hey, it's Brian here at Love is Respect, and we want to take a moment to kind of talk to you about some of the behaviors that we saw, especially around the guy code when it came to Adam and some of his behaviors in the real world. I'm here with Matt the intern.
How's it going?
And so I'm gonna ask Matt a few questions about what we saw in the recent episode on MTV. So Matt, you saw the episode. What were your feelings about the way Adam acted?
Adam's actions were really unacceptable on a lot of different levels. There are a lot of different examples of abuse that he showed throughout the episode. One is when he was talking to his girlfriend on the phone. He's being very emotionally abusive. In particular, he was talking about not wanting her to text other guys, not wanting her to go to parties, and really just kind of keeping track of her through Skype and other forms of technology. And all those are really controlling, possessive, unhealthy behaviors that go on in relationships, and that happens often. Also, towards the end of the show, when he was, demanding to see Nany, and then he eventually punched the wall right next to Nany, that's actually an example of physical abuse. Even though he didn't directly hit Nany, the threat and intimidation involved with physical force was definitely there, and it definitely concerned her, and it concerned everyone else in the house.
How do you feel about the way that Dustin decided to kind of step up and get involved in the middle of the entire chaos that was taking place? What do you think about his actions?
And Dustin's actions were really great. I think that he stepped up in the right time, and that's a really difficult thing for people to do. There's usually a lot of barriers that people have to really speaking up about dating abuse, just because traditionally people think that it's someone else's business. They shouldn't get involved in relationships, and that should be someone else's issues to work out. And just the fact that it's really a difficult thing to step in on, especially when someone almost gets punched, to step in. People might be afraid that they're going to get physically hurt, or that there might be repercussions for them stepping in. But to overcome that and actually do the right thing at the right time is great, and is key.
So one of the things that we've heard a lot on our tweets and Facebook was the guy code. Where do you think the guy code falls in, and what is the guy code?
I think the guy code is a lot of those old beliefs maybe that I was just talking about, that guys should be the dominant one in relationships, and that guys can keep secrets with each other, and so they can keep secrets away from women, and that they can kind of by being secretive, that they can act in abusive ways, and that other guys will keep it a secret. And by doing that, by keeping up the guy code, it kind of endorses abuse a little bit,
right?
Because people aren't saying anything and they know about it. So in some kind of ways, people think it's okay to act that way.
So if you had to go around Love is Respect and actually check in, what is the guy code? Do you think, what's the amount of guys on Love is Respect that actually think the guy code applies in this situation?
Well, out of the three male advocates at Love is Respect, I would say none of us think that the guy code is a good thing. I think it's important to have trust between guys, and for guys to be able to keep secrets, and for guys to be able to handle sensitive things that their friends tell them. But at the same time, when it's going to hurt someone really badly by not saying something, that's when a guy code really doesn't work. So I think, kind of, if it were up to me, I would say not using guy code, trying to eliminate that in general and just work around healthier words, maybe around like trust, and respect, and just privacy.
Right on. Well, there you go. There's a little bit of the take from our interns, as well as some of the things that we talked about here at Love is Respect. And remember, guys, and this goes for anyone, stand up and step out when it comes to dating violence. You can't speak up and stop it.